inshallah, will be admitting the people. Okay, moving swiftly on. Last week we discussed some subheadings, right? We discussed greetings. Yeah, I remember. Since we're talking of everyday English, we discussed greetings and then introducing yourself, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then today we shall continue from there. And introducing yourself, that is the key thing that we'll have to revive today, because I want us to really do something about introducing ourselves. And in that case, I wouldn't mind having some people introducing themselves as well. I'm still struggling to find where to keep my mobile so that I can have proper view of the camera. But if you can hear me, don't mind about that. I will keep trying while I look for the proper place. I think this is much better, if you all can see me. All right, self-introduction, just like we started last week. So today we will preoccupy ourselves, or I will try to get us to introduce ourselves one by one. It's part of our English, and see where we make some mistake and then we correct ourselves, right? That will be largely what we will do today in the beginning. Then after then we can take another step forward. So today, if I have to introduce myself, of course, it starts from the word go. I have to say, hello, my name is Adam Ibrahim. I am a Nigerian. I work in Qatar. I am from a family of 4, with myself, our parents, and 2 brothers. I am a quantity surveyor. I work in Qatar. I like football, and my favorite food is rice. I can eat, this is what I eat on daily basis. My brother does not like football. Instead, he plays volleyball. My father does not like the football or volleyball. He prefers cricket to any other sport. So this is a short introduction of myself, and this is what I want to get from a few people, and let me see how we can do it and how we can improve on our spoken English. By the way, I wanted to introduce someone to the group who is going to support me as time goes on, in case some days I will not be around. So at least, how come we have only 6 left? Where are the remaining people? We were 10 before. Brother Sayed, can you all say hi so I can know that everyone is hearing me clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Alhamdulillah,
We
sir.
can hear you
Yes.
clearly, sir.
All right. So I want to hear the hi. So once I hear that people can hear me, then I know we are together. So now we were 10, and then suddenly I can see 6, 7. Okay, 7 now. Brother Sayed, I wanted to ask you a question. Who has the line in the name of Maryam? Is everyone there?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay. I can hear only one voice, and that is Daulat
Yes,
Basha.
sir. Daulat Basha.
Yeah. So you're the only one that is talking. Where are the other brothers? I have not heard hi from anybody. I have not seen anybody post hi on the group. And then there is Muhammad Irshad. Okay, he's a co-host also. And then there is Hayat Basha also, right? And then there is Mukhtar. But why is everybody not talking? Everybody is mute.
Hi, sir. I am Mukhtar.
Okay, Mukhtar, mashallah. I can see that Mukhtar is on now. And who is using the line Mariam is on mute, but is not talking. Okay, Mukhtar, let me start with you since you are
Yes,
talking.
sir.
I want you to.
I am Mukhtar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sir. Okay. I am Mukhtar Basha
Okay.
from India,
Okay.
Tamil Nadu,
Okay.
near to Chennai.
Okay.
I'm an English teacher.
Oh, mashallah.
I like teaching very much.
That's good.
I have two brothers and one sister.
Mashallah.
I have a very loving family.
Mashallah.
I like my students very much.
Oh, good.
Apart from teaching, I encourage them to be something to do for society.
Mashallah.
Thank you, sir.
That's great. That's great. Okay, let's start from where you started from, right? It was
Okay, sir.
an excellent approach in the beginning. I am Mukhtar Basha, right?
Yes, sir.
When you say I am from India,
Yes.
you just said from India. So if you go back to how I did mine, I said I am a Nigerian. So I expected you to say I am Indian, or I am an Indian. I am Indian. If you are from India, it's because you are coming to somewhere to meet me. Then you will tell me you are from India.
Yes, sir. Okay.
You get the difference now?
Yes, yes, very
But
good.
if you tell
Very
me
good. Thank
you are Indian, I know your
Ah.
nationality is India. I can equally meet you and tell you I'm from India. Maybe I live there, but I am not Indian.
Yes,
You get
sir.
the difference
Difference.
now?
Yes, yes,
So,
very good. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So this is how we improve. I am Indian.
Yes.
Okay. I hail. You see, when instead of using from, you use I hail. Hail. I hail
HAIL,
from,
hail. From
yes,
India.
I
Yes,
hail
sir.
from India, or I hail
India.
from Tamil Nadu,
Yes, sir.
near to Chennai. Well, by the way, I have been to Chennai last year.
Wow, great, sir.
I have a couple of friends there, and that's the reason I go there.
Nice,
So
nice. Nice to hear,
I
sir.
want another brother to introduce himself as well, something like that, and that will be who? I can see Ali Akhtar, and then I can say Hayat. Is gone. Everybody is gone silent. Where is Hayat Basha? Please unmute yourself and give
Yes,
us
sir,
the
yes, sir.
unmute yourself and give us a short introduction, and then we'll come back to Muhammad Ghurfan.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. I am Hayat Basha from India, in Tamil Nadu, Chennai, sir. I'm studying, sir. I am student in B Mechanical Engineering. Then that's all, sir.
Okay, you see, it's the same discussion we just had with Mukhtar. When you
Yes,
say,
sir.
I am Daulat Basha, then you say, Hayat, right?
Yes, sir. I am Hayat Basha.
Okay, when you say I'm Hayat Basha, I am Indian. You don't say from India. If you say from India, that means you are coming from India
Yes,
to
sir. Yes.
join
Okay.
us.
Okay. Understood.
you may not be Indian. You may be a British or an American coming from India. So when you say I am Indian, I know you hail from India. Your nationality is India. But I can come from India, but I am not Indian. So if we meet somewhere in Doha, Qatar, I can say you can say you are from India. It
Yes, sir.
doesn't mean that you are Indian. You may be coming from India to Qatar. So
Yes, sir.
that's how you say I am Indian, right? And I am a student of mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering. Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
I am a student of mechanical engineering in so and so university. You get the point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get the point.
So I am maybe a student of mechanical engineering from maybe Mahatma Gandhi University or any, if there is something like that.
Yes, sir.
I am in my final year or I am in the second year. I have a very supportive family who is my sponsor is my father, and whichever way you want to speak it, but you have to explain it step by step.
On progressly. Okay, sir. Understood.
All right, good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are all here to learn, don't forget. And then who is next to do for us an introduction? Muhammad
Sir,
Ghurfan.
can I do, sir?
Yes, please.
I am Daulat Basha.
Good,
I am an Indian.
great.
I am from a family of four. Myself, my mother, my brother, and my father.
Okay,
Basically, I am a student of Arabic language. I study in Jamal Muhammad College.
mashallah.
My parents take care of me. I'm with my parents. My brother's an engineer. My hobby is to play hockey, as it's our national sport of India.
La, mashallah.
During the weekends, we go to play hockey, just relax. That's all.
Oh, that's good. You see, the interesting thing about your introduction is you have gone even beyond what I expected. So, and that is what I want. So with that, we can improve very quickly. You see, when you want to introduce yourself in English language, what you do first is step by step. You set out what to talk about if you are discussing yourself. That is first. You know you have to talk about your name. Two, sometimes some people talk about their age. So then your family or where you live. You introduce yourself by name, your country, nationality, for instance, and then what you do for a living, what you like as a hobby, and then one thing we will talk about later is how to conclude. When you are stopping, how are you going to stop? You have to start the sentence, you have to start the conversation and end it somewhere and then put a stop. Then I know you have stopped. Not when you are talking, you are saying, I like this, I like that, I'm going to do this, I have this, I have that, and then at a point, and then you cannot continue, and then you say, that's all. No, it is not, it is inconclusive. So you need to conclude. You get the point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So who is next to help us? I think that somebody has. I look. One thing I want us to understand is that in a learning class, nobody is wrong and nobody is right because nobody is perfect. We are all here. We are coming together to learn together and to improve together. So If I say, tell me about yourself, I am not challenging you, or I'm not saying that you should do what you cannot know, because we all want to develop. That's why we are here, right? So, who is Kawin Ahmad? Is Kawin Ahmed there? And we have assistant professor of Arabic, mashallah. Then who is Mutallib? Nobody is responding. All right. That is little about introduction. Let's continue from there, since nobody wants to talk to
Hi,
us now. Yes, good evening.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. But I don't know who is talking right now. Okay, Miran, I see you raise your hand.
Yes,
Please give me the introduction of yourself. Tell me about yourself. It doesn't matter how you put it. Just tell me about yourself.
yeah, my name is Mohammed Miran. I'm from India. I
Great.
have completed my graduation for last year. Now
Okay.
I am working in Global Healthcare Solution,
Okay.
and that's it.
You have told me only two things about you. You see,
Yeah,
you only told me your name, and then you told me your graduation, and then you told me where you're working. That's the end of the story. Oh, I need to hear more from you. When we were talking about spoken English, if I meet you, I will be asking you more questions. You get my point? Okay, now first I will ask you, my name is Adam, and you, and then you tell me your name is Muhammad Miran, right?
yes. Yeah.
Then I can tell you, okay, I am a quantity surveyor. What is your profession?
BSc Computer Science, Bachelor of Computer Science.
Then you can tell me you are an IT engineer.
Yeah.
You get that? So in that case, if I ask you, what is your discipline? Then you can tell me, I hold a Bachelor of Computer Science. That is
Okay.
education. You get the
Yes.
point? That is education. But if I ask you profession, you get the difference now.
Yeah, yeah.
If I say, what is your education level? Then you can tell me, I hold a Bachelor of Computer Science.
Computer Science. Yes.
So if I ask you, what is your profession? And then you can say, you are an IT, information technology personnel, or information technology expert. Okay, Hassan, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
So, and then I will expect you to say, I work with so and so company. I have been working there for
For 1 year.
1 year now, right? Or alternatively, you can say, I started working there 1 year ago, and I am happy with my work.
Okay.
I hope to, okay, Hassan, you go out again. Then you can say, I hope to improve on my study. I hope to improve on my studies next year to go back to school.
Okay.
I would like to go for my postgraduate studies after 2 years working. These are ways to tell the story. So that's how we need to improve. The question is, if we are introducing ourselves, we need to choose step by step what we want to talk about. So as we said earlier, in most cases, I will first, if I meet you, after greeting you, I will introduce myself. Then I will ask you, and if I don't ask question, if I have been told, okay, tell us about yourself, I will just say, my name is Adam Ibrahim. I am a Nigerian, a quantity surveyor by profession. I work with the Public Works Authority in Qatar. I moved to Qatar in 2018, and I live there with my family. I plan to go back home no matter what after 5 years of working. If my plans work the way, if things work the way I planned, I would like to go back home after 5 years. You see, I have got somewhere before I stopped. I didn't get to a point and I want to say something, but it is not coming, and then I tell you, that's it. No. I need to tell a story up to a certain point before I stop. And when I get to the point of stop, you know I have stopped. So who is next to tell us? Because today we are discussing introduction, self-introduction. Who can volunteer again to tell us something? If not, then we can proceed with another subheading, and then we can continue off everyday conversation. There is Mutallib, there is PM Muhammad Halith, there is Kawin Ahmed, right? And then there is, who is our Dr. S.A. Muhammad Rafiq?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Doctor. Would you like to help us in participation? I know you are a doctor, and our brothers would like to learn from you as well. So, and if you don't want to participate, you want to observe, fine. We are here to learn, actually.
Thank you. Yes, sir. I am Muhammad Rafi
Okay.
from India. I'm working as a teacher teaching Arabic
Okay.
in a college named Sadaqatul Abba,
MashaAllah.
Tirunelveli, Tamil Nadu.
Okay. So you see, Prof, what we are learning today is self-introduction. And actually, yes,
Yes,
you
sir.
are a teacher in English, and English and Arabic are very close together.
Arabic.
Yeah. The only thing that gives us some challenges is translation from Arabic to English is not as direct as you may think, because Arabic is very rich and it's very easy to go by sometimes. But if it comes to translating it to English, and if I tell you to introduce yourself in Arabic, I know you will be fluent because you are familiar with that, right? If I tell you to introduce yourself in Tamil, you will smoothly do that. But we are talking of English. English is easier, much easier than I think Arabic. But I don't know about Tamil because I'm not familiar with Tamil. But English is much easier than Arabic. Okay, for instance, since you are a teacher of Arabic, I will take examples from there, right?
Yes, sir.
If I want to introduce myself in Arabic, for instance, I will start by saying, Ismi Adam Ibrahim. صح? And then I will say أنا نيجيري. لكن I'm not saying أنا من نيجيريا. لا. فهمت؟
Yes. نعم.
أنا نيجيري. So I'm trying to take you back to how you started yours. أنا نيجيري وأنا أعيش في قطر وأعمل مع هيئة الأشغال العامة. You see the way I put it there? So you are Muhammad Rafiq. You are Indian. You don't say you are from India. You get the point?
Yes. أنا هندي.
أنت هندي.
هندي.
أنت هندي وأنا نيجيري. If we meet, if me and you meet in Saudi Arabia for Umrah or something like that, I will tell you I am from Qatar, but I am not Qatari. Am I correct? So that's the difference I want us to understand. So I want us to understand the proper words to use when we introduce ourselves. So I am Nigerian. I am coming from Qatar. So if we meet in Saudi Arabia for Umrah or Hajj, that's how I will introduce myself to you. I am Nigerian, but I come from Qatar. You see? So if you come here, you are in Tamil Nadu. So you will not say, I am from India. No, I am Indian. I am Indian from Tamil Nadu.
From Tamil Nadu.
You get the difference now. So that is the sequence. Actually, our brothers here, most of you, I noticed that you understand the English, you speak the English. What you need to do is to improve on it, to make it better. So, because it is said that if you have to do something, if that thing is worth doing, then we have to do it well. So this is introduction. And then when you introduce yourself, and then you need to tell about when you talk about yourself. Because in most cases, the teacher will say, write about yourself. So our next topic that we need to talk about is how to make an invitation. To make an invitation, you know what invitation means? We all understand what invitation means. If I say, can I go with you for a walk? This is an invitation. I am going for a walk. Would you come with me?
Yes.
So this is an invitation. I am going to study. Are you interested? I am going for spoken English class. Do you mind coming with me?
Yes, I would like.
So when you have to make invitation, you are requesting somebody to do something. You are inviting him to join you. So, do you want to go to the movies tonight?
Yes, I would like to go.
So you see the difference.
Sound good.
At least you hear the way you say,
Sound nice.
I would like to go. You see, I say, do you want to go to the movies tonight? So the appropriate response, yes, I do. You hear that? when you say I would like to, you are the one making the request. You get the difference? You
Yes.
say, I would like to go to the movies tonight.
Yes, I do.
Can I follow you? You see, the request has changed direction. I would like to go to the movies. Can I go with you? So you're making the request here. But if I ask you, do you want to go to the movies tonight?
Yes, I do.
Great. That is the response. That is the perfect response. Yes, I do. Then I'll say, great. Say, very good. Say, thank you very much. Would you like to play cards?
Yes, I would.
In this case, you don't need to say I would.
Why?
When you say yes, it answers
Because
it.
before the
If you say
question
yes,
start
if
with
you say yes, you would. It is not wrong.
okay.
But I have already said the word for you. It is not wrong. I'm not saying you are wrong. But if you cut it off, it is also okay. If you say yes, it's okay. If you say yes, I would, it's correct. Both are correct. This is a request after all, because I cannot play cards alone. I have to play with somebody. If it's about game, I need somebody to play with me, right? Would you like a cup of coffee?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So there is one technical question regarding this, right? If I say, do you mind a piece of pizza? How would you respond to that? Do you mind a piece of pizza? Or do I use the one that we use? Okay. Do you mind a piece of sambusa? You see, this is one part that may be a little confusing.
I don't.
If I, aha, great. You see, when you say you don't, what does that mean?
I don't want to share.
So you see, that is the difference. If I say, do you mind a piece of pizza? That means, would you like to eat a piece of pizza? You get the difference?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it comes to do you mind, if you say I don't mind, that means if I give you, you will take. But if I don't give you, no problem. That is where the difference is. But if you say I mind, that means you don't want. It sounds like opposite, right? It sounds like opposite, but that is English language for you. I will ask you, what about a cup of tea?
Sounds good. So.
And now I'm taking you back to where we just came from now. If I say, what about a cup of tea?
Yeah, sure.
Then you can easily tell me, I don't mind. You get the point?
Yes.
I don't mind. That means I can do with it. I can make do with it. When you say I don't mind, that means I can take a cup of tea. You see, before I said, do you mind a piece of pizza?
I don't mind.
Good. So that means if I give you in the meaning here is if I give you a piece of pizza, you will take.
You yes.
Good. That is
It's not
this is one thing I don't want you to forget. Anytime that do you mind is used. So if you say I don't, then that means you will take it. But if you say you do, if you mind, that means you don't want. So that's why I said, if I ask you, what about a cup of tea? You say, I don't mind.
I don't mind. Yes.
So that means you can do with cup of tea. Even if you don't like it,
I don't have any problem.
you don't have any problem. Thank you. Great. That is excellent. You don't have any problem with it. So you can do with it. You get the point? So if another one is, I would like you to have lunch with us tomorrow. This is pure invitation. I am requesting. So this one, all you need to do is approval. Who is out? Muhammad Halith. Admit. Okay. This is invitation. If I say, I would like to have lunch with, I would like you to have lunch with us tomorrow. So this is an invitation and a request. It's actually a request first. Since I said I would like to, so it's a request. You got the difference? Abdul Qadir, you are late. Sheikh Abdul Qadir, you are late to the class. Okay, maybe because we changed time. Sorry about that. It's only for today because I have another meeting after this class. That's why we changed the time to start early. So it seems you are the only one that is talking. Where are the other brothers? Where are all of you? Would
Yes, sir,
you
we are
be
here.
would you be interested in going to the movies tonight? This is a question. Sorry? Why? So why don't you have lunch with me tomorrow? See, these are different ways to put the request across, right? So now I want, of us that are here, I want each of you to put a request in your own words. And let me hear who has the best. Let me hear who has the easiest request. I want people, one after the other, to put a request, just like we said. Would you mind a piece of pizza? Would you like to go to movie? Can I go with you for a walk? So I want each person to create one, because spoken English, let us have it straight. Spoken English, you have to practice, because in English they said practice makes perfect. If you don't practice, you cannot be perfect. So I want
Sir,
us
is this
to,
question correct by asking someone, can we have a cup of tea or can we have a dinner tonight at the hotel?
yes, that is a request also. That is a request and is an invitation as well. It's a request. When you ask a question, it's a request. Okay? So
Yes, sir.
another person, we have had one. Somebody has asked whether we can have a dinner at the hotel. Then I will say, I don't mind. Or no problem. No, I can be there. What time?
Hello.
Yes, gentlemen.
Yeah. Do you mind? We have dinner tonight.
That's great. Then I'll say,
Thanks.
I don't mind. But at what time would you like me to be there?
Tonight, 8 o'clock.
Okay, then you have to say, if I say I don't mind, then immediately I expect you to say, okay, let's meet at the corner shop by 8 p.m. I'll be
Oh,
there waiting.
okay.
You see that? So once I say, I don't mind, then immediately I expect you to tell me the time and the location. That's that about that. Okay, next, who is the next brother? To give us a request. You can repeat what you have heard me say before. It doesn't matter. If you heard me make a sentence before and
Would
you
you like
think that,
a cup of coffee?
great, sure. Then what is the next? Then let's go to the shop. No, then
Do
we
you
have to
want
go
a
to my
cup of
house.
coffee?
Then I say, yes, I do. Then the next thing will be, okay, let's go to the shop. Let's go to the cafeteria, or let's go to Marlin's joint, or whichever uh, coffee shop you want us to go. Then you will say, okay, let's go.
Shall we go coffee shop?
So when you say shall,
Hmm.
in
When do you
English,
shall?
in
It's a
English,
request.
yes, it's a request, but when you use the word shall in English, that is a must.
Oh, okay.
So if you ask Muhammad Rafiq, he will explain to you what lazim means. So when you use the word shall, that means must.
Oh, must. I think it's order, right?
Yeah, it becomes an order. It's
Oh,
no
okay.
longer request.
Oh,
So
that
that's
is
why
not polite request.
that is not a request, it's a must. So if I say, for instance, if I say if I say, would you like the Indian samosa? And then you say yes, right? Then
Yeah.
if I say, then we shall go to the Indian cafeteria. Since it is Indian sambusa you want, it has to be Indian cafeteria, because that is the only place we can get it. Then I can say we shall go there, because that is the only place we must go before we get it. You get my point now? And if you say we, when you are using the shall, is something that has become compulsory,
Oh,
something
okay.
something that is fixed, you cannot change. Then you
Oh,
have to
okay.
use the word shall, right?
Oh, yes.
So these are requests, right? Can I use your phone? Could you help me dial this number?
Yes, I could.
Please, can you help me call my father? Can you help me can you help me dial my father's number?
Yes, I
These
can.
So these are requests. These are a form of requests. So in our next class, because we are running out of time now, what we will do in the next class, actually I will, if I am able to find short stories, right? We will tell short story, and then we will discuss the structures of the sentences so that we improve how we use the words in English. You can hear me that I am trying to speak as slowly as I can so that all the brothers in the class can understand me. And please, if you don't understand anything, please put it on the group WhatsApp chat. Even if your sentence is not correct, I will correct you. And we will continue to improve like that.
Okay, sir.
So we have talked about invitation
Okay,
request.
let's start.
Sorry?
Let's start.
Let us start. I'm talking of next class now because our time is already going. We have less than 10 minutes to finish this class because I was late by about 7 minutes or so. So we need to cover that, right? Because I don't want us to have less than 1 hour in any class. So I want to see, we need to talk about, we have discussed about hobbies, that is what you like and what you don't like, invitation, request, and then if you have to suggest, the suggestions and advice, that will be the last thing we will treat now.
Yes, sir.
Suggestions and advice. So how do you suggest? If I say you should attend the class next week, you really need to come to the class next, you really need to come to the next class, right? If I say you really need to attend the next class, that means I'm advising you that you need to be in the next class so that you don't miss anything. I'm trying to find more sentences in that aspect. Okay, let me see around suggestions and advices will be words that will help somebody to improve. Okay, just like I said, you need to speak. You need to speak regularly. You need to speak regularly so that you can improve. If you don't speak regularly, you will not be able to improve your English. So if I say you should try to learn English every day, this is an advice. Yes, this is an advice or suggestion. You should try to learn English every day. I think you should go home early. This is an advice. I think you should go home early. Why don't you join an English club? This is a suggestion. Since you want to develop your English, why don't you join an English club? Right? Don't forget, why don't you? Because in many times I have heard some people say, yeah, some people say, why you are not joining English club? That is not the correct thing. You get my point now. So that is how you make suggestion. Why don't you? Right? When you say why don't you? Why did you come late? This is a question. Why are you just coming? Because we have common mistakes. I hear people saying, why you are late? This is not correct English. The correct
Why
English,
are you late?
Why are you late? Great. Thank you. Why are you late? But it's very common that we say why you are late, because this is what people speak every day. But we need to speak the correct thing. So if you had better wake up early, right? You should wake up early so that you can go to the school before time, so that you can go to work before time. This is an advice, right? Let's have dinner together. This is a suggestion. I'm suggesting. Let's have dinner together. Suggestion. So you can say, oh no, I cannot be home by 8 o'clock. No, I cannot be home dinner time. So what about having a cup of coffee with me? So we are still going back to that aspect. But in this case, it is suggestion, not a request again, and not advice. Right? How
Yes.
about going to the cinema? So this is a suggestion. It is okay. Right? So the next class will make a schedule of storytelling. You get the point? Today we talked about ourselves, right? The next class, what I want us to practice is where you spent the weekend. Where did you go over the weekend? You have to tell me about where you went during the weekend. So I want to hear where everyone went to during the weekend and what you did. It's just short story. I want everyone to tell me, right? Okay. This weekend, they only about the fun. This weekend, I went to the beach. I did this. I did that. Before, you can tell stories before, maybe what you prepared before going to the beach, or you went to the market, what you prepared before, how you prepared before you went to the market, what you did in the market before coming back. So I want short stories, maybe 2 minutes story from each person. Please, you see, when you talk, I feel happy. That means you are understanding. That means you are enjoying the class. If there is something you don't feel happy about, let us know. Then we can give you what you want. Because I want us to speak. That's why I want to give you tasks so that we will be having conversation. It's not about coming to the class and only me is talking. You will not enjoy it, because I myself, I will not know whether you are happy with what we are doing if you are not asking the questions. Because I want you to ask me question. I want it to be interactive. I want us to be talking together, talking to each other. Like that, we can improve our English. If you talk to me and your English is not correct, I will tell you, no, brother, this is how we say this. This is how we say that. It's not only you. The other brothers have learned from it. The other people in the group will also learn from your mistakes. So your mistake is not only to you, it's for all of us to learn from. If one person makes mistake, he is corrected. Other people are learning from it. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Our 1 hour has expired for today, and
Oh,
I'm not really very impressed today because we didn't do a lot. Last week was more interesting because everybody was contributing. So today I had only 3 people talking. So next week, inshallah, I want everybody to talk. So prepare a story. Somebody went to the gym, somebody went to the beach, somebody went to the market, somebody went to the clinic, somebody went to the farm,
Somebody went to the cinema.
cinema,
Somebody went to
football
the
game,
beach.
somebody went to the stadium to watch
Somebody went to
cricket
the
or to play
prayers.
cricket, somebody went to the masjid, somebody went to the temple. I want each person to pick one story to tell me next week. 2 minutes. You can practice 2 minutes talk.
Okay.
Definitely, sir.
Yes.
I do.
Okay. Everyone should practice 2 minutes talk on one topic. It doesn't matter if two people are discussing the same thing, because the only thing is Daulat Basha and Muhammad Basha will not give me the same story. Hayat and Daulat have to tell me two different stories, because both of them cannot
Because
go
of
to the
both
same
of
place. because both are together, so you cannot go to the same place. If Daulat is going to work, then I expect Hayat is going to the school or going to the class. Right?
yes, sir, for sure.
So I want everyone to tell me 2 minutes story, 2 minutes only, and then we will discuss how we will explain. I will explain to you how to put the stories, how to put them in sequence. You know, how you present the story is what makes a story interesting. There is one thing, maybe you tell a story, people are not even understanding. It may be a joke, maybe people don't understand you. Maybe it's because of the way you present it. That same joke that you told that people did not understand, maybe if I tell the same joke, because of the way I will present it, everybody will be laughing. So that is the reason why we want to learn how to put a story down when we have to talk about what we have seen. In that case, it's reported speech. Okay, I went to the market this morning. I actually wanted to buy this. I couldn't find this, but I saw that and I had to buy that because I need it for this and that. Even though it is not what I wanted, I needed it for something else. You get the difference between I have used want and I have used need, which are supposed to mean the same thing in some sentences, but they are not the same thing. So inshallah, next week, I will be expecting each person to tell me a story.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are ready.
Okay,
Inshallah, by the next week, we'll be ready, sir.
all right, inshallah. May Allah spare our lives to meet there. Brother Said, inshallah, we have come to the end of the class today. Inshallah, tomorrow, next week, we shall continue.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much for joining. And next week, inshallah, more people will attend. And inshallah, let us see, inshallah.
And and please, Brother Said, post in the group that every member of the class will tell us 2 minute story.
Yeah, sure. Inshallah, brother. Thank you so much.
Story about anything.
Yeah.
All right. I will
Thank you
also
very
post,
much,
inshallah.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Shukran. Jazakumullah. I will go for my next meeting, inshallah.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah.